What's up, apes? Hi, lady apes, gentlemen apes. This is ApeAndy. I'm gonna try to speak louder so that you can hear me. Outside, still typhoon. Okay, that is called typhoon. The name is Infa. Okay, now back to our beloved meme stocks. And after July 16th, when many put options expired, about 400,000 put option contracts expired out of the money. So if those were used to hide 40 million shares of GameStop, FTDs, then it should have surfaced. However, it seems that we are not seeing signs of the whereabouts of this 40 million shares of GME, FTDs. Okay, now these same principles applies to our AMC as well. Now I'm just making theories. If one hedge fund could do swaps with another hedge fund so that when the regulatory bodies come and check one hedge fund, the FTDs were swapped to another hedge fund. But that theory will not work if the regulatory bodies does checking of all the hedge funds at once. But that means the regulatory body's computer has a very, very huge, very, very large RAM, random access memory. So the computer memory has to be very large. So the reasonable guess would be that the regulatory body's computer can only check a certain number of hedge funds at once. Okay, there are 45 to 40 hedge funds shorting meme stocks in the wolf pack. So when the regulatory body's computer check these five hedge funds, they know it in advance. They're experienced traders, and they may do swaps with other hedge funds. Okay, and once the checking finishes, now it's time to check the other five, then they do swaps again. Okay, so the bunch of FTDs is like a hot potato. Oh, regulatory body's checking me. Here, hot potato for you. Okay, regulatory bodies come and check. Everything fine. See, no FTDs. I'm a law-abiding hedge fund. Then when the regulatory body's computer go check the other hedge funds, oh, they come in to check me. Hot potato for you. Okay, so hedge funds do swaps of their positions. That is a fact. But I don't know if that strategy is used to hide the FTDs. Now, speaking of regulatory body's computer, it's reasonable to assume that their random access memory, the RAM, is not enough to check everybody at once. So for margin check every day, the regulatory body computer could only check certain hedge funds at a certain hour. The regulatory body computer cannot check everyone all at once at the same time. If that's reasonable to assume, then this particular hedge fund who might get margin called, maybe they could swap their to-be risky margin called position to other hedge funds. Then the computer checks, you're fine, no margin call. And when the regulatory body computer goes check the other hedge funds, then they do swaps again and bring the positions that are likely to be margin called to other hedge funds that had already been checked or not yet checked. That is assuming the regulatory body's computer cannot have a large enough RAM, RAM, random access memory, to check all the hedge funds at the same time. So we could assume reasonably that the regulatory body's computer checks certain hedge funds for margin calls at a certain time in a day. Check another set of hedge funds for margin call at another set time during the day. Okay? Yes, the rule of the rule of NSCC 002 is margin check daily, but we could reasonably assume that the regulatory body's computer cannot check all the hedge funds at the same time. Different groups of hedge funds at different hours of the day. But yes, margin check daily. And yes, hedge funds could swap positions. It's called swaps. S-W-A-P. Swaps. But this is only ApeAndy's theory and thinking in terms of red team hat. Thinking in terms of red team. Putting on my red team hat. If I were a hedge fund, I could do swaps. I know the time when the computer checks me. Swap, swap, swap. Okay? I know when I'm checked for FTDs. Swap, swap, swap. There are many ways to get around regulations. There are still many gray areas. So, be strong, apes. Same thing, same strategy. Speaking for myself, buy and hold. Love you, apes. Love you. Love AMC. Love GME. And love you for your love, help, and support. Thank you so much. Thank you.